Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you guys to pick the stone that calls you, the one that your intuition would rise up and pick. You can even picture your hand grabbing it. That helps. It's kind of funny. There are different methods to get around our narrative thinking kind of voice into our intuition. For those of you who chose this really light blue stone, we have all minor arcana. We have the 10 of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the 2 of Coins. Busy, juggling your sources of security in some way, shape, or form. Knight of Wands is vigor, moving forward. 10 of Wands is overburdened, a little overburdened. So 2 of Coins means you're juggling it like a master. I mean, sure, it may be challenging. I mean, this person is skilled. Makes it look easy, not easy. This can be 2 people, secure relationships in your life. This can be like a job and home, taking care of your home. This can be health and work, health and money. But you're juggling it. You're juggling it, and you're doing well. The 10 of Wands, however, would suggest that maybe you're taking it a little too seriously. Maybe you're trying to get too much done in one day. You're not even letting yourself rest. And whether this is things you're getting done or just things on your mind, because sometimes that 10 of Wands can be things on your mind as well, like priorities, so many priorities, so many things are important to you. You are somebody who cares. So many things important to you. But you know what? Carrying them all around in our mind, we get into this strange, like we're afraid we're going to forget it if we don't kind of keep a part of our mind on it. But you know what that does? It divides our attention, and we can only, it cuts us off from sort of the life-giving energy, because we can only do one thing at a time. And you know what? You're skilled. You're going to take care of everything you need to take care of. It's fine. But this is really about, let's do one thing at a time and really enjoy being the master of that. Because this reading to me tells me you're strong. This tells me you're skilled. It tells me you care about a lot of things. So that Knight of Wands, though, he's just thinking of the one thing at a time. It's like he's got his marching orders and he goes. And he can feel like he can master that. He's got the life-giving. Usually these wands in the Rider-Waite have little leaves on them. So they're like full of life. And he can focus on that. So maybe that's the meaning of this too. Just one thing at a time. You can trust yourself. You're skilled. You'll keep everything. You'll keep everything juggling that's supposed to be juggling. You'll keep the plates spinning that are supposed to be spinning. But it can almost be restful, oddly enough, to really thoroughly focus on one thing at a time. Like a person can do dishes and focus on the smell of the dish soap and the feeling of the water, the feeling of the suds. And a person can even hear what their angels may have to say to them to encourage them while they do this. They can, oh, isn't that so nice? Doesn't this look so nice now? Wow, you know, that is so great. That is so nice to have that task done. So there is nothing too mundane or small. See, this, because you care a lot, you might sometimes discount or dismiss the importance of the many things you take care of. They're not unimportant. They are important, and you do them well. And so maybe it's really immersing yourself in each experience and feeling good about your ability to pay attention to that thing. So I like this. It's just a little bit of a message for today. It's not any major arcana. All right, for those of you who chose the green stone, we have minor arcana again. We have the 5 of Coins, we have the 2 of Wands, we have the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups, that is sort of taking a little time to be one with your intuition. I love the imagery in that. You know, have you ever taken a walk out under the full moon? My goodness, this reading's going to be coming out at about the time of the full moon, too. So that, in fact, I think I can time it for that day. So that is saying that your intuition can lead you to understand your emotions, to understand what you may want to pray for next. You may want to seek next. See, the 8 cups are fine. They're upright. They're not spilled. They're fine. But she leaves them behind to look for what's missing or to connect with her intuition about it. See, because the 8 isn't the 9 yet. The 9 is the wish card. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's like walking or being restful or enjoying the beauty around you and resonating with your intuition. The answers just come to you. You don't need to think them through. This isn't a thinking card. It's not a thinking card. This is a feeling card. And then we have the 2 of Wands, weighing your options. Perhaps you are weighing your options about something. Perhaps you are going between one thing and another choice. This is the World Explorer, though. It's sort of like both choices. Oh, wow, that's probably the meaning of this. Like both choices will be good, will be new purpose, life-giving choices. Sometimes, we wonder, what should I do? Should I do this or that? Should I do this or that? I often have people ask me that in private readings. And fairly regularly, what I will hear from Source is, either would work. Here, pros and cons of this one. Here's pros and cons of the other one, So it's sort of like we a lot of times feel like we've got to take the one right choice or it's not going to work out. More often than not, I hear the opposite from Spirit. The 5 of Coins is about feeling shut out in the cold or worrying. Maybe you're worrying about money or worrying about health. Perhaps something is going on, minor arcana stuff. I mean, this can be, oh, how am I going to pay this one bill? You know what I mean? This can be, I can't, afford to do this or that for the next couple of weeks. It can be minor arcana stuff. This can be a health issue too, where you're not feeling like it's resolved yet. You need help to resolve it. And the 5 of Coins person, they're about to go into the church where there's warmth and there's charity. So we can receive too. Sometimes this card is about receiving as well. So, yeah, manifesting. So those are interesting cards today. For those of you who chose this pink stone, we have, the High Priestess. Oh my gosh, the Sun, the High Priestess, and the 5 of Cups. Wow. So the High Priestess is the knowing. That's saying you're something of an oracle. And especially today, that this High Priestess energy, see, she knows the deep mysteries. She can understand things in a very deep and nuanced way. She just sort of knows a lot of things. She doesn't share everything she knows. She keeps her own counsel. But she believes. She has some faith in her ability to hear from Source. She's got some faith in that. And that's what helps her to be powerful. So there may be something that there's a knowing that this card is validating for you. The Sun is power and it's joy and it's, it's that moment of joy. It's things being clear. It can be a childlike feeling. So that's terrific. But then you've got this 5 of Cups over here. Your only minor arcana. There's a little shadow there. Very good cards here. Moving into a good day, week, month. But this Five of Cups, it says there's a little shadow. There's still a little temptation to look back and regret something, or think about something sad, or thinking about something that just doesn't do you any favors to think about. You don't have to do it. You do not have to do it. This is saying you are way too powerful to worry about that. You're too powerful. And there's too much joy from Source. Source is shining a love upon you. There's too much joy for you to worry about this. That's what I'm seeing. All right. For those of you who would like a little further clarification from the Moonstone, because we don't have the Golden Nugget, from the Moonstone, we have the Devil, which makes sense to me with these readings today, because the Devil is, all that is feeling a little bit deviled. Maybe your thoughts want to come back to a groove, you know, travel a well-worn path, and it's not a nice path. You know, maybe your thoughts want to, just bedevil you. That you don't have to have. That's coming up to show you, hey, turn away from that. You know, maybe you take this to Source. Maybe you take this to your meditation. Maybe you dance it out or sing it out. Whatever it takes, whatever helps you to surrender worries. You know, I frequently, I will meditate and open my third eye to see the loving beings, the loving Source, the loving helpers, and actually give these worries to them into the hands of a loving person, a loving being, to take care of for me. Because see, we can ask for things to just be taken care of through no effort of our own. And that is okay to do. Because you know what? The more we get in tune with our intuition, the more Source or our guides can lead us to do the things that will take care of that thing. Or things can just happen and we're not even part of it, and the problem is fixed. I had one of those recently in my life. Was very concerned about somebody for months. And through a miracle just happened. And now I'm not concerned about that person. But it had nothing to do with anything I did. But I did pray. So the devil can be avoided. We can indeed trust our issues to a loving Source. And I say sing or dance because sometimes that helps people to surrender something that's in the back of their mind bedeviling them. Different things help different people. Sometimes vigorous physical activity does. Sometimes drawing, writing. But this is saying would be a good day to do something like that. And you know what? It doesn't even have to take long. It can take a couple minutes to surrender. And instead focus on what you focus on today, what you need to focus on today. Because there's a lot of life in these readings that I just did. Well, I thank you so much, you guys. Hit the like button if you're still listening. And I appreciate all of you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.